EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Dragons of Houston taking on the Golden Eagles of Rio de Janeiro. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Looking to throw right away is Watson. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A run here on first down with Reynolds. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards on a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So it's 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Watson. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Second and 10.
No timeout.
They'll hand off to Reynolds. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll go again with Reynolds. Dancing away at the 35. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Give to Reynolds. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Reynolds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A run here with Reynolds. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Dotson in motion right. On the carry, it's Reynolds. Brought down at the 20. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
2nd down and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touch.
go now.
And they start things off for the carry by Gibbs here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this is being a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. Let's see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to...
And got his man, complete. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dragons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it. Let's see that opening on field goal and raise it a touchdown. Makes it 7-3.
Hey, and Fanisha.
And Patterson's back out there to send this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone.
I just see 3 on 3 for the hands up. And get the nails done. Let's see some of them pick when you're doing them in the top. It's ooh, thanks, how you doing? What are you living for something? Something.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Quick throw completed by Watson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 5. Now Watson's going to change the look here. On second down, it's Reynolds. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here comes third and about a foot. In motion goes the tight end. They'll run Reynolds. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Hand it this once more. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And here comes Westbrook. 31 yards on the night there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a 2nd and 6. A run here with Reynolds. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Reynolds. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Reynolds. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
They'll run on 1st down. Reynolds. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Smith catches left side. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. Another run for Gibbs here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 14 on that one for a Houston first down.
You shall the money I sent you. The money I sent you.
And it's another nice play, another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown. Rondale Moore. 28 yards. And the Dragons have moved out in front.
The money I sent you. Bang. Get that the money I sent you.
Extra point by Patterson. Get that the money I sent you. And the lead is now 14-10.
Hey, your ass over there at 7:05.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
I stitched. Man, Seth be over at 7. And your ass over here at 7:05. And your ass at the door by 17. You understand me? All right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Watson trying to get his guys moving. Here's Watson now on second down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Here's more on the return. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second and one. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A big play there just before halftime. Yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this team.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's the option. Now he's into the clear again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Hold the ready. Hey, check that, street. Ready.
They'll look to throw. They'll find Williams on the slant. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Williams. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dragons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just listen to each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On second down, it's Reynolds. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, 31! Hey, 59! Hey, alert! Alert!
A shotgun snap for Watson. In trouble, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Returning it is Moore. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 69 yards. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Reynolds. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 146 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Back to throw, Watson. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time at a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, it's Reynolds. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Down, he's coming.
Watson on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Watson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seams parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
We
enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jahmyr Gibbs. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dragons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 173 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on 1st down. Now the ball comes loose. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Reynolds. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Now 2nd and 3. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Watson's pass intercepted.
60, trap 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Reynolds, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run on first down. Reynolds. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory, as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave